Even though we thought Tamashii was done with this arc and moving on, well, they're going back to the well and bringing us more obscure characters from the Lammak saga, starting with Kywei. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Snook, and today we are going to take a look at the most exciting character that Tamashii has been able to announce in a long time. Now we're going to talk about everything you need to know about Kywei and how to add him to your collection, how much he's going to be, and every single thing that's going to be in the box. So without further ado, let's bring up the photos and let's dissect everything we need to know about Kywei. Well guys, bringing up the very first photo of Kywei is just going to be this photo right here. It's going to be a close-up, and I cannot tell you how much this figure announcements has reinvigorated my love for Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I love Goku, I love Vegeta as much as the next guy, but this right here, guys, is the announcement that I wanted. The reason I wanted this is just because he's so weird looking, so unique, and not another Saiyan or not another Vegeta or a Goku or another Frieza. Taking a look at every accessory in Kywei right here in the first photo is just going to be a close-up of him, and we get those fists right here. Those are pretty standard when it comes to Tamashii and S.H. Figuarts with the Dragon Ball line. It's a fighting anime, so they gotta have fists. The other thing I'm going to point out is this green scouter right here. It looks fantastic. Yes, it's the same mold as every other scouter we have gotten before, but the one thing I wanted to point out is the fact that it's green and it's perfectly placed over his eye. The fact that they're getting better and better at placements and accessories really excites me, and the fact that he looks so weird. Let's go ahead and clean this up so you can take a look what I'm talking about. I love all the little details with the dimples all over his head. The texture is gonna be really nice on his head. We also got these, I don't know what you call them. Are those his ears? Spigots? Whatever you want to call them. I don't know what to call them, but the fact that the design is so unique. Looking at this character, it doesn't look like anything else. It's no humanoid looking character. It's definitely an alien, and it's definitely going to be this character. Now, taking a look at the faceplate, we get this smirking face. That's pretty cool. I mean, he's a Frieza soldier. He's going to be cocky, so I expected this face to come with it. Plus, all these antennae, whatever these things are, these little danglies off his jaw, look really nice and give a lot of character to Kywei. Now, I don't want to be too negative, but there is one downside that I don't like in this photo. It's going to be right here. His shoulder hinges for his Saiyan armor are going to be exactly like Raditz. If you did not like the articulation on Raditz, where the hinges for the armor are right here on the top of his arm and his shoulder, that is exactly how Kywei's gonna be, which is a really unfortunate design in my opinion, because those things pop out all the time. They don't stay on. They're not very flexible like the new Vegeta. The new Vegeta that is also announced, we did a video right here on the channel, so if you wanna figure out what comes with that and what that one looks like, I'll leave a card up here in the one of these corners here, and you can check out that video. But it makes no sense why they're doing Vegeta one way and Kywei the other way, but this is my least favorite of the ways that they do the shoulder armor. This armor is very weird, it's very crazy, and this is probably the most unarticulated way they can actually do these armors. Now the next photo is just going to be Kywei in the same pose we saw before, but his full body. Everything we saw is going to be this part right here, and you just see his legs. So nothing exciting, nothing new, just the full body Kywei. Looks fantastic. It's exactly what I expected. Let's move on to the next photo. Now this is what I'm talking about. I love the fact that Tamashii is deep diving into the animation style and really giving us over-the-top expressions when it comes to these figures. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. That face mold and that face sculpt looks fantastic. I really love the fact that we're getting the expression of Kywei being freaked out. This is exactly what I wanted when it comes to this figure. Over the top expressions and things that are going to make this character weird or quirky, and this is exactly what it is. You cannot take this faceplate off, hold it up to another one, and not know this is Kywei if you're a Dragon Ball fan, and you can't get this guy mixed up. So the other thing we're going to cover in this photo are going to be the other accessories. It's just going to be the light clasped hands. These are pretty common. They're white because he's still got the gloves on, but nothing special about these because these are pretty standard hands. The other thing I want to point out are going to be his thigh guards. He doesn't have the middle crotch piece he only has the 2 thigh guards. And the other thing I want to point out, which is pretty big disappointment, is they haven't figured out a way to do these differently. Both ways I've seen these pieces or these thigh guards attached to the bottom side of the waist of the armor just don't work. They fall off all the time. These look pretty similar to the last couple that we have gotten. I don't know if they figured out a different way, but they just fall off all the time, especially when you're going to put him in this pose right here. When you try to put him in this pose, when you put his legs and spread them out, usually one or both of those thigh guards are going to pop off. So that's a pretty big disappointment, but still, all those things aside, I'm still excited for this figure, and we have so much more to talk about. All right, guys, so taking a look at the next photo, the only change in this photo is going to be an articulation pose and also a new faceplate. Again, they're showing us the crazy animation that they can do when it comes to the faceplate and the sculpts, really over animated. And to me, this shows that we're getting 2 different headpieces. The top of the head is going to be different right here than the original one that we saw in the previous photos, and that is because the eyebrows. This is just going to be like the Friezas. If you have 3rd form or 2nd form Frieza, they actually come with 2 different parts of the head because the brows are either raised, lowered, or however to meet different emotions within that figure. And this is going to be a completely different head part to compensate the eyebrows here. The eyebrows are, let me clean that up a little bit so you can see, those eyebrows are really high up and the arch is crazy, and that is because the emotion that they're trying to portray, this has to be a different headpiece, and I really love them for it. Outside of that, just 2 fists, nothing special outside of the faceplate in this photo. Now the next photo here is a strange one. I don't know why they gave us this shot. It really does not show us anything we haven't already seen before and really covers up a lot of what's going on. The only thing we can really get a good look at is going to be the top of the connection of the shoulder pads. It is going to be that old style. It's not going to be the new one like the Vegeta like I mentioned. Outside of that, I can't even tell what's going on with this faceplate. Is this just a straight-laced face, a serious face? Is this something we've seen before? This is a really bad picture for Tamashi to put out as a promotional photo because I can't tell what's going on with this figure. And yeah, I can tell he's got double hinged elbows right here. I don't need this shot to show me what's going on because I can't really see anything. Is this a new face? I don't know why they did this, but this photo did not need to be in the promotional photos. I hate to be a stickler, but I see nothing that helps me to decide if I want to buy this figure or I don't. Now this next photo is really what I wanted to see when it came to action poses and stuff that's going on, because not only can we see the figure in an amazing pose, but we see a lot of what's going on. I really love this faceplate. The animation there of him screaming looks really good. And then we get his light clasp hand on his right hand, and his left hand is going to be that blaster hand. These are pretty common when it comes to Dragon Ball figures. I just hope with the blaster hand and the yelling, we're going to get some effects piece inside of this figure, because yet so far I have yet to see any sort of blaster effect with Kui, and I really hope that's not the case. Now guys, I cannot believe Tamashi keeps going down the gruesome death scenes inside Dragon Ball Z, but yes, they did it again, and they've given us the dirty fireworks. Yes, that's right. Here we get Kui being launched up in the air by Vegeta and just getting obliterated. I still, to this day, cannot believe they keep doing the crazy killings like with Android 20 to Yamcha, the Trunks cutting Frieza in half, and they've done it again. And I really like the fact that Tamashi is not shying away from these moments. Not only are they super cool, yeah, and a little gruesome, but they are so iconic when it comes to these moments inside Dragon Ball Z that they keep doing them. And I really applaud Tamashi, and I think they get a really big hand that they are going for it and really giving us those awesome moments. With this one, look how crazy that faceplate looks. Again, we get like the light clasp hands, so nothing new there. Seems kind of light on hands, but we are getting that in crazy face. This is gonna be a whole new head place. I think it's just gonna be one piece that you snap on to recreate this scene. This, guys, is exactly what I wanted when it came to Kui. I didn't think they were gonna do it, but with the history of that Trunks and also the Yamcha Android 20 scene, I was really hopeful that they would give us this iconic scene of dirty fireworks. Now, if you guys watched my last video of the Namekian Vegeta coming to the S.H. Figuarts line, just want to let you know, just like Android 20 and just like Yamcha, those two are made together. Well, Kwi and Vegeta are made together by this. Yes, guys, we are getting the new faceplate and the actual Dirty Fireworks hand pose to put Vegeta, to put Kwi in that diorama of him blowing him to smithereens, and we're gonna be able to do it. So these two are created for each other and creating another marriage between two figures. This is definitely going to be a trend going in the future, and I really love the fact that Tamashii is taking these two figures, putting them together, and trying to make a magical moment inside the anime that we can recreate inside our display cases. Now guys, let's get down to the nitty-gritty on all the details that you need to know about Kwi, how to add him to your collection, and that is going to be he's a premium Bandai exclusive. If you guys have been part of my channel for a while now, you know about premium Bandai. It's the online retailer for the United States and Japan to actually hold exclusive Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super S.H. Figuarts. Kwi is going to be part of this lineup, joining the Vegeta from the Namekian Saga as a premium Bandai exclusive. He is going to be $65 US, and he's going to join your collection in July of 2024. So if you want to pick up your Kwi from Premium Bandai, I'll leave a link down in the description below. That is an affiliate link, so if you want to click on that link, it helps support the channel. Doesn't cost you a dime, it just helps support the channel directly. Or if you want to go outside to anywhere else, does not matter to me, because right here on YouTube, we collect together. Now let me kick it to you guys. Is this the perfect release that we needed in the Dragon Ball Z line to break up all these re-releases and Saiyans? I think so. Let me know down in the comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Snook. I'll see you in the next one.